That's good because it just started recording.
Oh, that's good then. I just hit start.
The outfit that you have reminds me of the Macho Man Slim Jim.
The commercial?
Yeah, the outfit that he would wear, like the red and yellow.
Yeah, that's true. Snap into it.
Like, I think they made a limited edition Slim Jim figure, and he's wearing the red and yellow Slim Jim
I mean,
outfit.
yeah. No, I understand you get what you pay for, but can you actually get me a Randy Macho Man Savage cowboy hat instead of a magician's hat? Because that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. I'm like, what is this foam hat? Okay, I'll wear it. Looks like a magician's hat. At least to me, it does.
It's supposed to be more like a cowboy hat.
Right.
That's all like colored up and whichever colors he was going for that match or promo that he was doing.
Right. I wonder if I could find me an NWO Randy Savage outfit.
Yeah, when I think of NWO Savage, I think of him always wearing the black bandana.
Yeah. The black bandana and the I don't want to say furry boots, but he had those tassels off of them. The black boots and the white tassels on the boots. Covered with white tassels on the boots, that is. That would be sweet. But I bet that would cost a whole lot of money.
Ooh, yeah.
See, he agrees. The spirit of Randy Savage agrees. He probably left his fortune. Well, not really, because he's gone now too. Never mind. I was going to say Randy Poffo, but he passed away too. So
I
never
believe
mind.
his wife is still around, so.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I think if Lonnie's not here anymore, that she would be the only one left to really be the sayer of all things Macho Man.
Yeah. And how crazy is that when you think about it? Randy Savage, Randy Poffo, Landy Poffo, I mean, Angelo Poffo, Sensational Sherry, and Miss Elizabeth have all passed away. That's pretty eerie.
Yeah, that Hulk Hogan is one of the last of a dying breed.
Yeah. But he still keeps going. And so does Ric Flair.
So we're going to start out with probably the heaviest
Excuse me.
on the list this week, called, let's see, yeah, they say that the first part, I believe the group is called Better Lovers, and the song's 30 Under 13. But this is another one that I heard on the Sirius XM.
Oh, okay.
On the Liquid Metal channel.
Liquid Metal?
Yep. I would say that's probably the heaviest song on the list.
Huh.
And that's just how it starts out.
Oh my goodness. Better Lovers, 30 under 13. Yeah, that sounds hard at the beginning, you're right.
It goes pretty much through there. In the video is a lot of them, whether or not they're playing it live or not. They're going for the live performance thing there.
Yeah, I see a little bit of red in the background there of the video.
Yeah. And I was like, man, this sort of reminds me of, in a way, it reminded me of a few songs that I like from a group called Suicide Silence,
Oh,
whose also lead singer died young or something. I
ooh,
believe, if I remember right, he died from a motorcycle accident.
jeez.
That's Suicide Silence's singer, not Better Lovers.
Ah, I wonder if he wore a helmet.
Who knows? But the next song on the list is some group called Project Dead
Who in the heck is that?
with a song called Gouged.
Gouged. Back in 2002. 21 years ago.
Holy
Boy, I'm
cool.
old. Man, I'm old.
I saw two members of Project Dead yesterday.
Yeah, that's good. That Heavy Metal Joe's wedding. Weren't you playing there too?
Oh, not playing.
Oh.
I was best man.
Oh, that's good.
But yeah, Joe's wife Carolyn was like, no live music
Oh, okay, I got you.
this time. Not today.
Yeah, not today. We don't want to play gouge at a wedding.
Well, especially since we haven't thought of playing anything together. We weren't even thinking of it. It just happened to be that we were all friends of Joe
Right.
and stuff. And all of us three showed up for Joe.
Yeah. 3 out of the 4. That's not bad. It's pretty good, actually.
Especially when you think about, oh man, if that fourth person came there, that means that there'd be a fucking drummer at the wedding. Maybe it was better if it was just those 3 out of 4.
Yeah. Now, we don't need no drummer. We're good by ourselves. Just bring the. You got a drum machine. That's good enough.
So the thing that Derk really likes about this Project Dead Gouge song is the story behind the beginning part. And like I was telling Julie, I was like, a lot of the songs from Project Dead, some of them already had lyrics before I got in, but all of them were named before I got in.
Oh, okay.
And the story behind it was because of they wanted Wiz to sing along with the vocalists with the intro lyrics to Gouged. And they were like, dude, just write some lyrics. And he was like, I don't want to. I don't want to do this. And they're like, you can literally write anything. In which he did. So when we're singing the intro part that says, I hate you for making me do this. It's because he really hated them for making him do that.
I wonder where that came from.
Even though the mix of our two voices does sound really cool in the beginning of that.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I give permission.
That's right. This is Aaron's.
So does Wiz.
Yeah, this is Aaron's song, okay? We can do it.
Evil does too.
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to kill you for making me do this.
Yes, and apparently Aaron agrees, so he joins along in the chorus. So was that you and was that you and G Wiz at the beginning?
Yeah.
At the same time?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Like, I don't want to write lyrics. I can do it at the top of my head.
You can write anything you want. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Oh, that is funny how that song came to be. So G Wiz wants to gouge the other members of Project Dead, except Aaron.
See, what's funny is the names, they named them before lyrics were even written. So for those songs, like a lot of times I was just sort of like trying to come up with lyrics that went to the name of a song.
So did G Wiz ask you to be in the band?
No, he knew that I wasn't doing anything at the time. And I did like try out and everything.
Oh.
And
Kind of
of
like
course, you had the drummer that wanted the whole drummer that thinks he can sing.
Oh. So was it the drummer that made G Wiz want to write lyrics to the song?
Oh no, they
Oh.
actually got along quite well. But the third song I have is by a group called Go Ahead and Die. And the name of the song is Drug O Cop.
Oh.
But it's Max from Sepultura / Cavalera Conspiracy.
Oh.
And I thought Igor, his brother, was on here playing drums and some other guy, but like a 3-piece.
Okay.
In the video, Max is and this other guy are playing as cops.
Drago cop.
And later in the video, you see this character that almost looks like a RoboCop.
RoboCop. Oh.
But yet part of the lyrics are almost off of that Anthrax, because I think you hear Max say, "I am the law," near the end of the song.
Oh, I got you. But for some reason, when I see "Go Ahead and Die," that just sounds like Gee Whiz. After being forced to write lyrics.
Oh no, he might kill you for making him do this.
Yeah. But "Go Ahead and Die," Drago cop.
Which is pretty heavy. I think that they really did with those 3 songs, like YouTube. Like, okay, these 3 are by far the heaviest. Let's put them all together.
Exactly. Let's put them all together.
And that's really saying something, knowing that Prong is on the second half of the list of songs from the video playlist this week.
Matter of fact, this is the last song on the list.
In fact, the next song is a surprise, but it's like way heavier than I would have suspected, and it's like really got a punk feel, which is kind of crazy for who it is.
Yeah.
But my third and final pick this week is the Rolling Stones' "Bite My Head Off," featuring Paul McCartney on bass.
The one and only.
I am the walrus.
Cuckoo Cachoo.
The walrus. Here's another clue for you all. The walrus was Paul. What?
Paul McCartney.
I'm gonna talk.
Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4. You heard that? That's way heavier than what you would think.
From the Rolling Stones, yeah.
Yeah. And then when Paul's bass gets in there and stuff, that's Fat Boom Boom. You need shelter after hearing that bass.
Paul McCartney. In a way, it's just kind of surreal hearing the Rolling Stones and Paul McCartney together.
Yeah, like you would think that they'd have him singing, but no, he's really just on the track as Paul playing the bass.
Yeah, that's it.
But you hear that bass and you're like, oh man,
Paul still has it.
Rocking.
Yeah, Paul still has it.
Yeah, I guess like back in the day, like he'd go uncredited or under a different name or something, because he'd actually play drums too. Like he's played drums on people's tracks before, and either like do the hotel thing where he changed his name.
Yeah.
Or something, or just went uncredited, or
yeah, the Rolling Stone says Yeah, we're not gonna do that Beatles stuff here.
Okay, this one.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Uh-oh was
We've
right.
been zooming through these
We sure have.
and stuff, and this one I think Dirk's gonna zoom through too.
Oh boy. So I guess this one
Like I
can't.
said, I'm gonna start this off with when Dirk sent this to me. I was like, this is one song that I thought Dirk was gonna ban or something. So I even had to question him. Did you mean to pick that?
Yeah. Much as I don't like the song, but I can't deny its place in history when it comes to music. Guns N' Roses, 1988, Welcome to the Jungle.
I believe that's how a lot of us got introduced to them. Like, I believe that was the first video I saw
Yep.
of theirs.
You got Axl and Slash. Axl
And
doing that sway.
you see him in the beginning of the bus, or beginning of the video, getting off the bus.
Yep.
And so, sort of like the real story of how Axl went from a bus all the way from Indiana out to LA.
That's a long ride.
And then later on, had his friend from Indiana do background vocals for Don't Cry. And ended up doing pretty good on his own with his group, Blind Melon.
Oh, yeah. Blind Melon. Good for him.
Mr. Shannon Hoon was his friend. Another one that went way too soon.
Yeah.
But unbelievably, all original members of Guns N' Roses are still alive.
Yep. Still alive and still
Knock on
jamming.
cheap wood.
Yeah. Welcome to the Jungle was so big, even football teams use it as their anthem. Like the Cincinnati Bengals before they start their game.
You know where you are? You're in the jungle.
Yep.
Time to die.
But they won't be in the jungle this week. They'll be in San Francisco. So that's not going to help. Yep. As a matter of fact, that's what
Especially if
Jim wrote.
San Francisco's wanting to change this awful streak, if you want to call it.
Yeah, they lost 2 games. Cleveland and Minnesota beat them.
The Cleveland one I felt was like their own fault. Like they lost that game
They did.
because of their own, like, they seemed like close enough that that should have been like almost like a given field goal.
And he missed it.
But I don't really have an excuse for them when it comes to Minnesota.
Yeah, really.
Because that wasn't just like a missed field goal.
He was missing a lot of them.
Like, just not one missed.
Not just one.
Like the Browns game, but
Yeah. There was no jungle in there. Just the dog pound. Even Jim Rome uses
wow, yippee-oh, yippee-yay, bow, wow, yippee-oh, yippee-yay.
Yep. Even
You
Jim
said it
Rome.
yourself, Mojo.
Yep. Mojo said it himself.
Wait, I can say it again. Bow wow wow yippee oh yippee a bow wow yippee oh yippee a. Okay, Mojo. We heard you the first time.
Yeah. Yeah. Even Jim Rome used "Welcome to the Jungle" for his radio show. And here's something funny. 1989, the Stowner Brothers used "Welcome to the Jungle" as their theme song. At Halloween Havoc '89. I remember that.
Yeah, I'm sort of surprised that, but not because of, I guess that is one way to get out of having to deal with, like, if you move from one wrestling company to another,
Mm-hmm.
if you actually have a band's song for your intro,
Yeah.
you don't have to go to WWE and ask permission.
Mm.
You can actually go straight to the artist and everything, and that's how certain stars actually have their songs without going, oh, he can't use that because of that was made strictly for him for WWE or something. So Rob Van Dam coming out to Pantera's Walk.
That was great. Even Cactus Jack used "Welcome to the Jungle" when he was in the UWF Herb Abrams. Even he used "Welcome to the Jungle." But yeah, but that's Guns N' Roses' signature song, "Welcome to the Jungle." Much as I don't care about it, but I can't deny it. It was big. Huge at the time. Huge during the time. I thought about going, but what's it, like a Paradise City? But I said, nah, I better do "Welcome to the Jungle." Better just swallow it, suck it up, and just talk about the song. Yeah, didn't you say last week that Guns N' Roses and Metallica were feuding?
Oh, back in the day when they had gone out on that big giant tour and everything, and I was always so jealous when I saw somebody with that tour shirt, because I remember it clear as day, because one side had the Use Your Illusion picture and the other one had the Metallica picture.
Yeah.
Then on the back it had tour dates. And then at the bottom, I believe it had something about the opener and stuff being Faith No More.
That's one of your favorite songs, too. Faith No More. I think it was all about Axl and James Hatworth not getting along, I think.
Well, it was, they really started having problems when, like we talked about, I think last week at the end there, I don't know if it was while we were doing the show or after the show, but we have been talking about how the pyrotechnics came up and James had to get sent to the hospital. Metallica was sort of like, that's when GNR could have stepped up and been the heroes of the day.
But they didn't.
Instead, you got, because of this lame ass security and this sound system, what fucking going on?
That sounds like Axl. Thank you. Good night. We are going home. Yep. Guns N' Roses could have took over and done something. But they didn't.
I could see that, like, being like that scenario and stuff, but then that's where they had that. I think that was the riot one where they got so pissed off that they started ripping out chairs and.
Like, enough of this.
It's bad enough that James Hetfield's. We don't know his condition. He's getting sent to the hospital.
Yeah.
Major burns, so we got a super shortened set from Metallica. And now Axl's complaining about equipment and walks off stage saying they're not going to do a show now.
Yeah. I can see why that would make the fans mad.
Because if I'm betting, even back in those days, that was a pretty expensive ticket for those times.
Yeah.
Even though that's probably the cheap tickets now. For like some artists, like 150 back then was like, man, you guys are really going for a good seat, aren't you? Now for artists like Aerosmith or Stevie Nicks or somebody like that, you're like, so what are the cheapest tickets? Like for the nosebleed even, I just want to be there.
$300.
$150. And you're going to be up in the last row behind a big metal pole that you're not going to be able to see.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Or you may have a bright light shining right into your eyes.
That too.
That too, like a big spotlight.
Oh, don't bother looking behind the pole because if you do, you might go blind from that spotlight that's going to be shining right there.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. I've been there. But yeah, that was Guns N' Roses.
And the last song on this list.
Yeah, that's right. It's not just the coolest. It's not just the best. It's Prong. Snap your fingers. That was used
Now
by.
tell me, is this because of you have a memory with ECW?
Yep, you got it.
Playing Snap Your Fingers, Snap Your Neck.
Yep. That was the theme song of Just Incredible. He would use that theme song every time he would walk to the ring in ECW. And I like the beginning of it, where you hear the drums and then you hear the riff of the guitar.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those songs where just the intro, you instantly go, oh, know it.
Mm-hmm. That's like, oh, okay, here we go.
3 seconds.
Yes.
And you instantly are like, oh, I know what that is.
Yeah. Snap your fingers. I snap your neck.
Yeah, I got introduced to those from a friend of mine, and
We're still
that
talking
was
about
his
it.
two favorite groups were Clutch and Prong.
Yeah. I think Prong just recently came out with a new album.
Let's see.
At least I thought they did. We got the prong here. Snap your fingers, snap your neck there.
Latest release, State of Emergency. Oh, you're right.
The Descent.
Prong State of Emergency album 2023.
Yep.
Maybe Derk's gonna have to listen to that and have a song from that next week.
Possibly. That was weird. I was thinking about Prong, and next thing I know, we have a new album, State of Emergency, coming up. Or it's here now.
It's here now. The Descent.
Yeah, Descent.
State of Emergency, Breaking Point, Non-Existence, Light Turns Black, Who Told Me, Obedience, Disconnected, Compliant, Back, parentheses, NYC, Working Man.
11 songs in total. That seems interesting. Oh, and it's only 41 minutes and 52 seconds. Oh, okay, I can do that.
It's looking like, okay, songs from the Black Hole, No Absolutes. The last album they had since this new one was released in 2017.
Oh. That's cool. So it took what was that, 6 years?
I remember Heavy Metal Joe having the Rude Awakening album.
Oh, yeah.
Which was the one after Cleansing, which was their big one because it had Snap Your Fingers, Snap Your Neck.
Snap your fingers, I'll snap your neck. Oh, man. But the last one, Working Man, is the Rush cover. That should be interesting to listen to.
Yeah, I always love hearing covers of songs that you know that they're going to put their own style to it.
Yeah. It should be good. But yeah. We all
Evidently, even though the album Cleansing in 94 was the first time I heard Prong.
Yeah.
They evidently had an album in 91 and 1990 before that even. So Cleansing was actually their third release.
The Cleansing.
Or just simply Cleansing.
Yes. Whoops. Don't want to do that. Yeah, just Cleansing. It was weird because the song came out in 93 and Just Incredible used that song 4 years later in 97. So yeah, I'll use this song because no one's paying attention to it.
Yeah.
Except they're hardcore fans, I guess.
Yeah, when they could get away with doing that.
Yeah. But 2 years later, ECW had to get licensing, and they had like a rework version of Snap Your Finger, Snap Your Neck. Not as good as the original.
And with that, we've made it through.
Yes, we did. The timer already went off.
But we're pretty good at getting the 6 through.
Yes, we did. Especially Project Dead and the story behind that, which was awesome.
Oh, yeah!
because Gee Whiz did not want to write.
Mm-mm.
Said, you can write anything you want. Oh, okay.
Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I would say Grinspoon did their version of Snap Your Fingers, Snap Your Neck on ECW.
There you go. You get a like local band or something that, or a band that's not going to care if you play their cover.
Yeah. Australian band from Lismore. Oh, okay. So that's who did their version of Snap Your Fingers, Snap Your Neck for Just Incredible. But I like the original. It was more badass
Same
when,
here.
yeah, it was more badass when he walked out to it. Just Incredible, that is.
And that is just incredible.
And that's not just the coolest, and that's not just the best. That's just incredible.
Where WWE had, you may be good, you may be great, but you're just not perfect.
There you go. Mr. Perfect.
Kurt Hennig.
Kurt Hennig, R.I.P.
And with that, I have no idea what's going to be on the next week's 6.
Yeah, I have an idea. And that's just one, and that's it so far that I have.
But until then, this has been AD is Metal.
Rock
and Hard
on.
Rock.